I believe that a guy values decreases regard if he cheats or lies or anything. I don't care.
Wait. Cheating?
Yes.
You wouldn't choose a man that can't cheat.
I don't want a man that
Time
cheats.
out. You wouldn't choose a man that can't cheat. Not that is cheating, but that can't cheat.
Cannot cheat. Why would I want my man to cheat?
Okay, but my question is, would you choose a man that can't cheat?
Yes, because he can't cheat.
Meaning that he's not attractive enough to get other options. That means that you're not even attracted to this nigga.
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying that if he's attractive, regardless.
What I'm saying is this.
When you say
men
won't cheat,
yeah.
He ain't gonna cheat. Why?
Listen.
I think what he's saying is like,
Ladies, this is what I'm saying. You don't want a man that can't cheat, meaning that most men don't have the ability, not most, but it is a huge majority of men, they don't have any options. They don't really have the ability to cheat, right? But you guys don't even choose those guys. Like the guy at McDonald's, the guy at Walmart that you walk by, you don't give them a chance at all. But the guys that you don't give a chance, they actually are the ones that's going to be faithful because they don't have any choice but to be faithful. But you actually only choose the attractive men. If you're attracted to him, she's attracted to him, she's probably attracted to him. Maybe she thinks he's average, right? So I'm saying that you're choosing men that can cheat, which means that if you know that the man has the ability to cheat, you actually do want a man not to cheat, but that can cheat. So when you're saying that a man's value decrease, if he does cheat, well, to you it decreased because I was with you, but I wasn't with her, so it's the same.
I still believe. Do you think your value?
wait, is that if she knows about it?
Even if she know about it, she gonna be.
If the woman
Y'all
like.
homegirls be plotting on y'all.
Yeah.
So why would you think it would change?
Ding
another
ding ding
female's
ding ding.
viewpoint?
She got the right answer.
That wouldn't change another female.
Speaking of Mike
viewpoint.
Rumor.
It would change your viewpoint, not another female.
Yeah, because
No, Ruben's right. Like, no cap. I have to agree with that. Your homegirls do be plotting on you, yo. Like, straight up.
let's move it along. Ease
That's why
over.
I don't have
You want to move it along right to the question because we got so many chats coming in.
Yeah.
We got a lot coming in, so let's move it along.
yeah.
You answered, and for your answer, would you rather have a soft life or a strong man?
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather have a strong man. One, because what she said. Second, I feel like I've been independent my whole life, and I would love to have a strong man to take that stress off my shoulders, so I can live peacefully while he does all the hard work. I mean, I'm not gonna give him everything. Like, I'll do hard work too, but I just feel as though like at some point I would like a man to just rub my feet for me. So.
Okay. Hey, everybody that's tuning in on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. We're going to go ahead and close down the Facebook stream now. We got a lot of people on Facebook, so come on over to YouTube, all of the Facebook people. We already got 5.9K views on Facebook, so come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube, and I'm going to go ahead and close that out right
Wait,
now.
question? Did you say that you wouldn't choose a man because he cheated before?
No, that's not what I said.
Wait.
Listen, I don't listen.
I had walked away. That's why.
Listen, this is how I see
I don't
it.
do privacy.
Just that his value decreases.
His value decreases, and like y'all said, a woman value decreases, a man value decreases. But I feel like men think that they're
But that's why
It's
I
like
said-
agree and disagree
Yeah,
at
that's
the
why I
same
said what
time.
I said. It would decrease in your eyes, not the next female. So like you can.
Yeah,
you
the
can be
next
like,
woman
oh, he
thinks-
In
cheated
your
on me.
eyes, it'll decrease,
Oh,
not
he
in the next
cheated on
chick.
me. His value decreased, but to the next female is the same. Like his value did not go any lower. It's still the same.
I think it
could
depends
see-
on the female because personally, if I know, or not gonna lie, how many guys are in your messages that have girlfriends or wives?
A lot of them.
Right?
A lot of them do.
Well, that's a different metric.
What do you think about
So I
that?
think that when you would see that the man's value is low if he was married or he had a girlfriend or something like that and he was cheating, you would look at him as not so valuable. We're speaking about if the guy is like if you're interested in that guy.
Okay, I
Like
gotcha.
meaning that like y'all talking and you find out that he cheated on his ex, like you're not gonna look at him differently, or even before you started talking to him, right?
So a different like dynamic.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
different. Like he cheated in the past and stuff like that.
You'll
That's what we're
probably
saying.
be like, oh, he cheated.
But you are right about that first
if
point.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that. I'm
You
like,
still give it a chance, but
would
you
I-
still,
why would
if
I-
you probably like, he might cheat on me next.
Yeah, but his value in your eyes didn't decrease. Maybe the girl he cheated on, yes, but not yours.
And also, Marissa, the only reason why the man's value in your eyes decreased when you was talking to him and you found out that he had a girl or he was married, the only reason why his value decreases because you know that there will never be anything long term with you, meaning that he won't put you in the first place because he already got someone in first place. So it's like, well, you already got someone, so yeah, it's not going to ever be anything serious. It'll only be sex. So yes, there's no value here.
Well, also too, like I said, I grew up in a traditional home, which
Yeah.
means like we are religious, so we are Christian, and it's just, it says multiple times in the Bible that a man should be faithful to his wife. So I think that's where
From a Christian perspective, that's different. Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
And I think that's where I just get like so turned off
Because-
when that happens.
Because if you date him, you know he's gonna do the same thing to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That part right there.
So that's the main thing for you. Like it would have been different if he was single talking to multiple girls, but
Yes. Yeah.
if he was in an actual relationship in your eyes, you'd be like, it's only a matter of time because
Yeah.
he does that to me. How you get him
Exactly.
is how you found him.
I was just about to say that.
Yep. That is a good. I like that.
And
line.
the
That's a good
opposite
point.
too.
How
How
you
you
get
get
'em
her
on-
is how you find her.
Yeah, how you get him is how you
Okay,
lose him. My
Marissa,
bad.
let's
Yeah.
go with the question for you. So first question is, do you believe you're currently wifey material?
Yes, I do.
And why?
I do because
You're the first one.
I honestly, other than
You're not on
my
that stripper pole.
values, I'm not.
Have you ever been on a stripper pole?
I have not.
Well, she's the oldest one here
About to
too.
judge
No
you by your
offense.
past.
No, I am.
But like she's
It's
the
not-
oldest one here also. We're all like young 20s.
Well, actually, if you think about it,
Yeah, she grew up in a
nope.
different
But
household.
look, actually, if you
That
think about it,
too.
y'all all in the 20s. If she was in her 20s, her value would be even higher. So she would,
Whoa,
she would,
whoa.
she would even, she would really be wifey material if she was younger.
You
Like
think-
it'd be an extra plus in a man's eyes. Yeah.
Wait,
That sounds
did you
so,
say that
like-
if she was in her 20s, her value would be higher?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because the older
Just
a woman
to-
gets,
in a man's eyes, that's what we're speaking
because
about.
especially when it comes to having kids, the older a woman gets, the less eggs she has. So the more riskier the pregnancy will be for her. Not saying that it's not impossible for her to get pregnant. Anything is possible. But, if a guy wants a woman to marry and to have kids with, ideally, it's best for him to date a younger woman because he's more fertile. The babies, will be more healthy. The older woman gets, there's a higher chance for the kids to have complications, less healthy.
So do you truthfully, honestly believe like people from like 20 to like
Yeah,
20
yeah.
are
Listen.
marriage material though?
Her value is higher than y'all's now because she's not on a stripper pole. So if she was younger, it would definitely be higher than y'all's.
So what's the difference between like the bottle girls, the bartenders, and the strippers?
There's a big difference.
There's a huge difference.
There's a big
There's some differences there.
The only difference
There's
between
differences
all of
between
that
that.
is one is showing more skin than the other.
I was about to say,
Well,
like,
well,
I
no,
feel like we all.
it's not just the more
I
skin.
can make my money though. I don't care.
One is being degraded. The one-
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I bartend at an event center, so I do like a lot of concerts. Like Big Sean was there.
Okay,
Richard Pitt was there,
you
and I'm not,
bartend. You're a bartender. You're not a bottle girl. There's a difference.
No, it's just like a.
Well, she the ring girl.
Right.
Okay, let me ask you at your job. Do you
But I don't
still get disrespected and degraded by men?
No.
Well, you don't have to be. It doesn't matter.
Nah, it's 50-50
Look, there's gonna
for
be-
me
there's gonna be-
sometimes,
there's
but
going to
most
be-
of the time, no.
There's going to be crappy men wherever.
Right.
Everywhere, so
I
you
agree
don't have
with
to
you.
be. You could be a woman that's fully clothed.
Yes,
There's
yes,
a,
I
there's a
agree
chance
with
you're gonna
you.
get disrespected.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And the
But
church is crazy. You could have used any example but the church.
Any woman
Oh,
can
the
get
priest, though, the
disrespected.
Catholic priest. They're
it doesn't matter where.
questionable.
It doesn't matter where you're at or what you're doing.
How would you feel if your wife was getting disrespected, but she's not like any of those? Was
I
she
mean,
just a
obviously
regular
that would be
nerd?
unfortunate, but you know.
I mean, technically, though, as women, we are already like sex symbols, so that disrespect is already kind of floating our way.
It's
but
automatic
if we
for
go
some.
into certain fields, it do get more intense. I can say that, yes.
Okay. where were we with the question? Oh yeah, and then the other question is, so you do feel like that you are wife material, and then the next question is, would you rather live a soft life or a strong? Wait, what is it?
Strong man. Soft
Okay,
life.
so yeah, would you rather
Right.
have a soft life or a strong man?
So I'm gonna go. I like what you said a lot. A strong man will leave you to live a soft life, and that is very much true.
That's
That
the
is
quote
true.
of the
It is.
month.
That is true. All right. So she's well, we're not done yet. Let's see if she's wife material. We didn't forget about you over there. I know you quiet. You could speak. First question: do you currently think that you are wife material?
No,
Oh, okay. Why not?
it's just not in my interest.
Oh, you're not even looking to be married right now.
Nah.
Okay. All
In
right.
the future.
In the
Yeah.
future. And would you rather live a soft life or have a strong man?
A strong man.
All right, cool. All right, and before I get to the next super chats, ladies, any questions before
Yeah,
we
I
move on?
have a question
Sure.
for y'all men.
All right.
I just want to know personally.
Okay.
I'm just tired of this. So if you met someone, right?
Yeah.
And she likes you a lot, and to her, she thinks y'all are talking, right? And she goes to you, communicate, be like, hey, are we talking? Are we friends with benefits? Like, what are we doing? Because let's say y'all fucking all the time, y'all do couple shit, but at the end of the day, you're like, oh, we just chilling. Why do y'all do that? Like, what's y'all main reason for doing it? I want to know.
Ease, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All men got different answers, so I
Got
just
you.
need to know.
Okay.
I usually be winning too.
You did. You won the last one. You did win it. He won a couple times in a row, actually. So here's what I'll say. What you're proposing here is men dating women, but not elevating them to relationship level. They're just friends with benefits.
But that's the thing, though.
And you want to know why?
Yeah, why? Not like friends with benefits. Like, she's communicating. She's giving him everything that he wants in a,
Is he
in a
smashing?
relationship. Huh?
Is he smashing?
Of course he's
It's
smashing,
friends with
yeah.
benefits. It's not a relationship though, right?
They act like it.
They act like it,
Y'all
but
act like y'all in a relationship, and she tries to communicate to figure out what y'all are, so she knows her role. So she communicates,
I'll tell you.
but he's not really communicating or giving her that answer.
I got you. So let's just reverse it real quick. This is what's going to help you out with answering this question. You got guys in a friend zone?
No,
You don't got no guys that you have in your friend zone?
no, I don't talk. I don't like people.
Have you ever had a guy in your friend zone?
One time,
Okay. That one time that you had a guy in a friend zone, do you think that he wanted to have sex with you?
he wanted more than that.
He even wanted more than that, but he
Yeah.
was in a friend zone. And during this time, he was communicating with you. He was doing things for you and expressing interest.
He would communicate, and that's about it. I didn't let anything get any further.
Okay, so that got it. So you didn't even allow things to get further because you didn't view him like that.
I didn't view him like that, and I didn't view him as a friend. I didn't want nothing to do with him.
Got it. So here's what I'm saying. In that dynamic of a woman communicating with the man, giving the man sex, but the man isn't giving her a relationship. What I'm saying
it's
is,
more than the sex, though.
well, I say communicating, it's sex.
More
There,
than that.
it's in a man's eyes. How much more than it is that?
It's like if
What else is the woman doing?
she's
She said they're doing
besides
couple
sex.
stuff.
They
yeah,
doing couple
do
stuff. They going
stuff.
out. Okay, great. Here's what I'm saying. They're going out, but the man isn't giving you the title of a relationship.
Why though?
or the talking
to that.
stage. He's not giving no type of title.
Okay,
it's just
I
yeah,
got you.
like,
He just chilling. So listen,
so she
ladies.
has mixed emotions and confused because she don't know what's
Got
going
you,
on.
ladies. Your guys that's in a friend zone, they feel the same way that you feel right now when you're talking to a guy that's clapping cheeks, but he's not elevating you to
Ain't nobody
relationship
clapping my
status.
cheeks.
I'm speaking in general, ladies. So if a man is clapping cheeks and you're doing girlfriend stuff and boyfriend stuff, but he's not giving you that title, he has you in sex zone.
Okay.
And that's the equal opposite equivalent to friend zone. So when you put guys in friend zone, right, you are extracting time, attention, and resources usually. And that guy is wondering, well, like, what are we? Like, does she like me? Is she ever gonna give me a real chance? He's thinking about all of these things to try to like clap cheeks, but you're not giving him no opportunity to clap cheeks. It's the opposite to you. You're thinking like, is he ever gonna, commit to me? Is he ever gonna really make me his girlfriend? Is like, but in his mind, he's like, he doesn't view you like that, right? Just like you don't view your guy friends sexually, that man that's clapping cheeks doesn't view you like that for a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very simple.
And what's your answer? No, I respect your answer.
Okay,
I
go
completely understand that, but I just want to know his answer
Sure.
too.
Well, guys will always try to get the most out of a woman without trying to get into a relationship. But it depends on the guy's intention. If the guy does want a relationship, he'll make it clear. Like if you're talking to a dude, you guys do a couple stuff, and you hit him with the "what are we?" He's gonna be like, "Yo, you're my girl." Like,
But that's the thing,
What if
though.
he hits
Guys
you with
don't
that
do
and breaks
that.
up with you like 3
Guys
months,
don't
4
do
months
that,
later though?
They don't do that. Oh, you're my girl. Like if he's on if y'all together doing couple stuff and his friend call, he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm with my friend.
Yeah, because y'all didn't make it official. That's
But that's
why.
the thing,
It's
though.
that
Say,
simple.
But
She's
what if
trying
he
to
say I'm
figure
with
it
my
out.
girl and he leaves you right afterwards? That makes
Well, that's
no
because you did
sense.
something wrong. That you're not telling us stuff. You're not telling us.
You
you're not
speaking
telling us
real
nothing.
personal right now. Why?
Right.
I have a question.
I'm not speaking nothing personal.
But anyway,
I have a question.
so hold on,
Wait,
real
let
quick.
him finish
So
the
yeah,
question.
guys will try to get the most out of a woman that he can. If he sees that he can do all these couple stuff without actually being officially a couple, he's gonna do that. If his intention is to be with you, and when you try to get clarification, like, hey, we've been dating for X amount of time, we've been doing this, what are we? If his intention is to be in a relationship with you, he's gonna make it be clear, like, yo, look, I want to be in a relationship with you. I want X, Y, and Z, whether it's kids, match, he'll let you know. But if you're asking him, hey, what are we? And you guys are doing couple stuff, and he's still not saying, like, yo, I want you to be my girl, then he don't want you to be his girl. It's just that
Yeah,
simple.
that goes out for the nonchalant guys. I'm just putting it out there.
So, I mean, it's human nature to take the easiest path to success, right?
It is.
And it's not just human nature. All human beings, we want to take the easiest path to success. So what's successful to a man when he's dealing with a woman? When he has sex. So once the dude clap cheeks, ladies, like he already won, mission complete. It's up to you to add value outside of sex to try to retain that man and try to actually get a relationship. So the faster you give up sex, the faster you have to add value outside of sex in order to get a relationship, right? It's 2025. It's a modern day world. Y'all ain't virgins, so you don't have to make a man wait. You can make a man wait, but you don't have to. It's all about, one, having some discernment to choose a man that's worthy and choose a man that embodies the values and things that you want. When you find that man, if you have sex with him, just know, once you have sex, immediately add value outside of sex.
Like, what value do you think that a woman should add?
What
outside
value?
of
What
sex?
value? That's a good question for y'all.
Yeah.
So what value do a woman bring? Let's go around the panel. Let's start with you, and then we go to Marissa and everyone else. What value does a woman bring outside of sex? Start with you.
Like
Just
I'ma
give me
just say
one.
me
Just give me one, and we're gonna
personally.
go around. Give us one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say communication for real.
Okay,
That's
go
like
ahead,
a lot.
Marissa.
I was gonna say family, but that you have to have sex to have a family.
But no, that was fine. A value outside of sex.
Meaning,
Ah, yeah.
no, she's right. Look, after
Okay.
you guys
go
have
family.
sex, after you have sex with a guy.
Don't get the answer. Let's get their answer.
Oh yeah, no. Like what can you bring to the table that's gonna make him want to stick with you
Stick
and be in a
with you.
relationship with you?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna have to take a second to answer that because I personally, I don't like to indulge in that if I'm not like boyfriend,
Okay, let
girlfriend
me
with
change
somebody.
it. So let's say you're talking to a guy
Okay.
and you make it official. No. You're talking to a guy.
Right.
You have sex.
Okay.
Right? And you want to be in a relationship with him.
Right.
What are you going to do to keep him? What are
Okay.
you going to do?
To get that title of a relationship.
Yes.
Or marriage, whatever it may be.
Correct.
And what you said communication, trash. What about you?
Because
that's not trash. That's half of the time. They always
Listen,
complain
I'll be
about,
honest.
there's no communication.
I'll be honest. Listen, we don't even want you to speak, so we don't even care about communication. Less is more. We don't even want to barely hear your voice. Just be in a corner somewhere, stay quiet, listen to me, cook me some food,
See,
and give me sex.
That's not. Nah, I'm cool on that.
Listen, that's just men. We don't ask for a lot. Listen, and this is why y'all single, because y'all don't understand men. Y'all do not understand. We are simple. No, listen, ladies, listen. We are simple. We're not complex. You don't even know what a man wants. You don't even know what you need to do to add value outside of sex to retain your man. I just told you, me personally and generally, I got you, Rumor, 1 second. We're simple. You talking about communication. Communicate what?
Yeah, communicate your feelings.
No,
yes,
keep your feelings. Listen, feelings is a you problem. I don't know how you feel. I can't freaking read your mind. If you don't have the ability to regulate your own emotions, then god dang, go back to your father because he ain't do his job. Go back to your mother because she ain't do her job.
I never had a dad.
did a great job.
I never had a dad.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not speaking personally to you because I know your situation. I'm speaking in general, right? It's love over here, of course. What I'm saying is I want to get y'all answer, but listen to what I'm saying. Just by you saying communication lets me know that you don't understand a man. Because communication, it's like, what do you mean by communication? Of course you're going to speak to us while we're watching Netflix and we're going to have conversations. But if you're speaking to us, and when a woman is speaking to us about her feelings and stuff, we internalize that as she's being nagging. You don't have the ability, chick, to regulate your own emotions. So not only do I gotta protect and provide, I gotta help you with your mentality.
It's more than the feelings. It's about communicating about what they want. How are they feeling? What's going through their mind?
I just told you, sex, sandwiches, and submissiveness.
No, you'd be surprised. Men want
Look,
more than
in
that.
our mind, look, it goes like this. Our mind goes like
that.
this. Sports, work, gym, and sex.
So I have a question.
Food in there too.
And I understand that, like, simple, and I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like, very simple. And it is Men's Mental Health Month. More males. It's like 70, I think it's like 65 or 70% of males.
Yeah, commit sushi.
Yeah,
Commit
exactly.
sushi.
So more males than females do.
Yeah.
And so if there's, not, so I think you guys are more complex than, you're giving yourself credit for.
No, we're actually the reason. Okay, there's many
Men
reasons.
should express their feelings because they're mental health.
I got you. So there's. Go ahead,
Men should express their feelings, but not to women, to other men,
I was gonna
because
say that they do talk and they do express their feelings and they do talk about stuff, but just not
because
to us.
men understand men. We all go through the same struggles unless you were born rich, but a woman does not know the male experience. A woman doesn't know what men go through as men.
Right. So why do you think more males are, doing that
Sushi.
over
Women.
Because they don't have a good circle of male friends that they could go and talk to.
And I agree with that.
And
that's the problem.
there are some
women
guys
don't listen.
that feel like they're not allowed to be vulnerable and they're not allowed to express themselves. They are allowed to. It's just who you be vulnerable to and who you express yourself to.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
men need to understand that, hey, you can be vulnerable, you can express how you feel, but it's who you do it to, and you should do it to other men, not
But what if
women.
other men doesn't accept that? What if
That's
they call
why you
you
got
weak?
right. Right. You
stuff?
got men have to find that group of men that they can go to and speak and be able to be vulnerable and express their struggles and issues with.
Mm-hmm.
And also, ladies, you're viewing things. You're viewing the male's mind like yours. We have a totally different brain than yours. We don't. Our brain doesn't operate the same.
You guys do hide like some stuff that you're going through.
Yeah, let me finish
From
my
you.
point though. Right. So men, we deal with our struggles differently than you. Like when you got some demons in your head and you're stressing and having some anxiety, you go see a shrink, you want to speak to somebody and you want to talk it out. We don't operate like that. We don't really need to talk things out in order for us to better our mental. For us, it's more like
playing the game.
No, it's no playing video games. That's the opposite. For us, it's different. Men have to find their purpose. And when a man is on their purpose, he overcomes his traumas and adversities by being on his purpose, by working, by getting in the gym, becoming a better version of himself.
Yes.
Usually, most of the problems that men experience in this life is because of his own inadequacies, his poor choices that he made in his life. So what I'm saying is, as a man, in order to have a strong mind, you got to have a strong body. And normally that comes from discipline,
Yes.
right? That comes from discipline.
Yes, I agree with
So not only that though, this world that we created, it was built for women. Like men, we live an entirely different experience than y'all ladies live. Remember, we have a burden of performance. Like think about this. Y'all don't want to procreate with us unless we perform. We would procreate with y'all and y'all don't have to perform. And by performing, I mean that men, we actually have to go out there and compete with other men in the marketplace and make more money, become attractive, become more charismatic, talk to more women so we can be confident or whatever it may be, right? We actually have to go out. We have a burden of performance to perform, meaning that we need to become a better version of ourselves. But guess what? Most men would just accept you how you are. You get what I'm saying? So in order for us to procreate, we actually have to be better. There's a statistic. A third of men under 24 haven't had sex within a year. So a third of men.
Oh, wow.
A third of men under the age of 24 has not had sex in an entire year. And then 26% of men under the age of 30 are virgins. That's 26% of men under the age of 30 are virgins. So this shows you that, we live an entirely different experience. Like we're a virgin, not by choice. Like a man is a virgin, usually not by choice. It's like generally speaking, men aren't choosing to be virgins. They're virgins because women don't want them, right? You're not virgins because you chose it, unless you've been raped, but that's that one exception to the rule. But you're not virgins because you actually chose it. You can have sex every day if you wanted to, because you hold the key to sex. Men, we ain't got no shorty or chicks after.
We do hold the key to sex. I do admit that.
So
As a
I say
woman,
all of
yes,
that
we
to say
do.
that plays
Because
into the
we have
mental
the
health.
pussies.
All of this plays into the mental health of the man. We have a burden of performance in the dating marketplace to perform. Not only that, we have just a burden of performance in society. Like if we are a bum, like our family isn't even looking at us like that. We're going to be
treated differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to be treated differently by society.
Yes.
So when it comes to male mental health, we can say like, oh, well, men need some space for sure. Men need some men's spaces so they can
Yes.
speak to one
That
another
is
and come
important.
together and things like that. But most of it, I hold these spaces with men and we get together and we speak and stuff like that. Usually it's all about work. We get together with men and we work out together. Get together with men and we're speaking about solutions. When y'all having mental problems, women are okay with just venting and talking about the problem.
Not
Men,
us.
we're different. We don't want to
yeah.
vent and we don't just want to talk about the problem. When
want-
ease comes to me or if I go to ease, we're looking for solutions.
Yes.
Solutions to our problem,
Women
not
are
just a
different.
vent.
We just like to vent and just get over it.
So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.